Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is Mike Brown here in a very steamy, hot Toronto.
Oh my God, my ass is sweating.
Well, the summer is certainly here, as you can tell by the weather. And, well, I'd like to tell you that the real estate market is heating up along with the temperatures, but we all know that's really not the case. As a matter of fact, as we slide into the summer months when kids get out of school and summer vacation starts, it's going to be pretty obvious that activity level is likely to drop. And maybe, hopefully, the inventory will drop a little bit along the way and provide an exit strategy for the serious sellers out there. In other words, this time of year generally separates the people who need to sell from the people who kind of just wanted to sell. So that's something to pay attention to, and monitoring the inventory numbers should give you some insight into that opportunity should it arise in the next couple of weeks. I do believe that we're going to peak as far as the inventory numbers probably by the end of June, and incidentally, Toronto has now just exceeded 4,500 homes on the market on a daily basis.
Really?
A little update on my last video. I was talking about Garden Suite Grift and how a listing came to the market that was being marketed at a substantially higher price based on the fact that they had a $250 report from a company that basically assesses your maximum buildable garden suite or secondary unit on your property. Well, since that time, I guess the authorities, whomever they are, could have been the real estate board or otherwise, reached out and insisted that that listing post the municipal property tax as is for the value of that building sitting on that lot, as opposed to zero, because they couldn't assess it until the new garden suite was built. And as we all know, there were no permits in place or anything like that to support an unknown tax evaluation. I guess that's the good news. The property's still available. That's the bad news. This is a time in the real estate market that brings to mind a saying that I heard from a gentleman by the name of Charlie Munger. For those of you not familiar with that name, he was Warren Buffett's business partner up until a year or so ago, and he passed away at the age of 99. And he used to say, be fearful when people are greedy, and be greedy when people are fearful. And basically, I think we're in a fearful environment for most home sellers right now, which means that there could be some greedy buyers out there. And further to the things to watch out for in this type of environment, I wanted to make a reference to this sign that I think we're posting up on the screen here right now. And it says, "We buy houses for cash as is."
Everyone does that.
Well, these are folks likely who want to renovate and flip your house. They try and take advantage of people who feel that their property is less than, and they don't want to spend the time or the energy to improve the condition, to put it on the market and expose it to the vast market to find out what the real value is. If you're going to call this sign, please do your research, because it's very unlikely that they are going to pay you even today's market value. They don't exist in business by going to an agent. And how do I know this? Well, I've been in the business for a long time, but I called the number on this sign and I reached out to speak to the people. I left a voicemail. It took more than a day for them to get back to me, and I did get a call back where the person insisted that they were extremely experienced. They've been doing this for more than 5 years.
Wow, 5 years.
And they pay market value for the property. I went on to ask them how they determined market value, and they really couldn't elaborate on that. Folks, this is really just another misleading opportunity for people who are trying to sell their houses. They generally prey upon seniors, and the only advice that I can give you if you find a sign like this tempting to call, do your homework. There's still plenty of realtors out there. Most of your neighborhood realtors will provide you with a complimentary evaluation. Do your research, do your homework before you sell to these people. Make certain that you know the approximate value. I can almost guarantee you that the offer that they give you will be substantially lower than that. Anyhow, that is the state of the market right now. People are trying to take advantage of other folks who are in desperate situation. Anyhow, without further delay, let's get a look at that inventory story. Everybody, thanks again for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to check out the website. Information is there that's going to help give you a good idea of when and if it's a good time to buy or sell. Again, I think it's a great time to purchase if you've got an experienced agent who's doing the research, helping educate you about the market, and looking out for your best interest. There are good deals to be had if you need a roof over your head. So until the next episode, this is Mike Brown with RE/MAX, uncovering the real estate of real estate here in the GTA and Southwestern Ontario.